Hey guys, today I just want to talk about something pretty badass that ARM have unveiled. It is a new processor. It's called Cortex A7 processor. Now, what I quickly want to tell you here in the beginning is that this is not just it's like the best processor ever. It's gonna kill every single else. It's more powerful than Cortex A9 or Cortex A15. No, that's not the case. The case with this processor here is that it's awesome. You know that ARM in 2008 or no 2009 they unveiled the Cortex A8 like processor that like the iPhone 3GS was using, and like a ton of other phones I assume also were using that. Now the thing with this new Cortex A7 processor here is that it will be unveiled like in 2013, and basically what it will be able to do is first of all it is a cheap processor, and it is like 10th of the size of a Cortex A8, but it's twice the speed of a Cortex A8. And as I said there, it's going to be cheap as well, so it's going to be awesome for $100 handsets and smartphones in 2013. The interesting thing though is that in 2013, when they are going to like launch this processor, it is you know, these high-end smartphones that we have like now this year 2011 that cost like $500, like yeah, $500. They are going to be able to sell those with this A7 processor with the same performance, but for only $100 in 2013. So going from like 2 years later, going from $500 to $100. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty goddamn awesome. And they're coming with here with the new processing you know, technology here called big.little. And basically what this means is that on the same chip they will be able to run two processors. So as I said, the Cortex A7 processor is really power efficient. So just this year they unveiled another processor, the Cortex A15. I think this is a single core processor, but you can take these two cores, put them on one single chip, and with this big little technology, basically how it works is that this Cortex A15 processor or this A15 core, it's more powerful, and you know, you sometimes you do powerful things on your phone, then you need more processing power. Sometimes you do less powerful things, and usually we do you know, less powerful things. Less powerful things could be like, you know, checking, you know, mail, checking your browser, you know, doing things that doesn't, you know, calling people, doing things that doesn't really require that much processing power. So in that case, you can, with this big little technology, it will switch over to the core called Cortex A7 that won't require that much, you know, processing power. And what are you gaining from this? Well, you're gaining up to 70% of, you know, saving your battery life when you aren't doing like extremely hardcore tasks. Now let's say you switch to a game, you switch to like Angry Birds, or you start video, you know, taking videos with your camera. Then you may need, you know, more processing power, and then the core will like basically switch to that A15 or another like core, so you will be able to save a lot of power used by having this technology. And we should remember that Cortex A7 will be twice as good as the processor Cortex A8, and it's kind of insane. It's going to be 10th the size of a Cortex A8 processor, but twice the speed. So twice the speed of an iPhone 3GS, and save a ton of power. And now they did unveil like two kind of epic pictures here, where you basically can see how the whole thing works. High-end smartphone 2009, there was this, you know, Cortex A8, 5mm, and now we are seeing here mainstream smartphone 2011, 2.7mm technology, and then here in 2013 the entry-level smartphone is going to be like 0.45mm, and it's going to be like insane 28nm technology, comparing to like 65nm in 2009 and 2011 here 45nm with the Cortex processor. So yeah, I mean, Cortex A8, there's some big good guys here. You can see the big little processing, how the whole thing works, and that on demanding tasks you switch to the big, you know, better core, like when you're playing games, editing videos, doing other things. And when you're doing like other, you know, small tasks like playing music, you know, calling people, doing something other, you know, social media stuff, then you switch to that other core. So 70% like an energy saving. That is insane. That's very insane. So I'm really looking forward to the Cortex A7, and I really like how they put the price down to like, you know, $100 entry smartphone that's gonna be this powerful. So I can't wait to see the high-end smartphones in 2013. They're probably gonna be pretty badass. So yes, sweet. We'll leave a link in the description to, if I remember, some videos where they talk about this if you're interested. So yeah, see you.